Well, hello. This is, let me fix you a little bit, walk and talk number 13, I believe. I'm getting so confused with the car vlogs and the walk and talks. Today is Sunday when I'm filming, and it's like 80 degrees, like in the upper 70s to 80 degrees. I am at the city park, but I am at, do you remember that one walk and talk that I took you and I around, and I was like, oh, I'd rather not go? It's these trails because I didn't have my knife or anything on me. I have my essentials. Trust and believe. I have my knife, my gun if I need it, and I have my mace. So I just figured we'd walk the trails just a little bit. I'm not going to go too far, but the city park, because it's so nice out and it's the weekend, there's a lot of kids and a lot of people, and I'm like, I might as well, you know, just come in here and talk, because there's a few things I want to talk to you guys about. One thing I do want to talk about. So somebody sent me a comment. You guys know I'm like very open and stuff, right? Like I tell you guys my story, how I was like growing up, how I had to raise, you know, where I raised my kids, you know, single mom, poverty, living in the projects. I tell you guys I was once an alcoholic. Well, I've always been alcoholic, recovering, ING, not recovered. You know, I did drugs, you know. I wasn't always, like, I'm still a sinner, right? Nobody's perfect. And I open up a lot of, like, story times and things with my children and things like that. Well, when I do these walk and talks, I get a lot of comments, but a lot of you guys DM me or what do you call that? Email me, like, you know, be careful, you know, because I am a woman, and you guys care, which is fine. You guys can keep emailing me. I have no problem with that. So when I think it was like walk and talk 8 or 9, I'll leave it down below. I had said to you guys that, you know, not to worry, because where I go, a lot of people know my kids, especially my older son, because he is 26 years old. And I had shared in there, I was like, and you know, he's worse than me, and he has a lot of street credit. Well, a few people, especially this one comment, thought that I was saying my son is like in a gang, like a gangster. I think the word is what they used. So let me explain a little bit. And I usually never explain myself, but I never want to put my kids in a bad light. And if one person thought that, there might be a few others. So I just want to nip it in the bud. First of all, like I have 5 kids. So I have 3 biological, and I have 2 stepchildren, and all of them are doing well. They are doing better than me and my husband at that age, okay? So my oldest son, like I said, he's 26, he'll be 27 in November. He doesn't have any kids, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke cigarettes, he doesn't go to jail, he's a very good kid. What I said was he's worse than me, and I meant his temper. Tyler has a bad temper, and a lot of people know that, okay? And when I said he has a lot of street credit, it's because on his father's side, he has over 50 cousins. That's first, second, and we don't want to count how many third cousins he has. He has a lot of family that all know him around Cumberland County, New Jersey, where I live, okay? In the town that I live, and other towns, and they know me as his mother. So I can go anywhere, and people know me and say, oh, that's Tyler's mom, right? And so when I say, like, he has a lot of street credit, is like, what I'm saying is, like, he's known. My son is very well known, and because he's known, because I'm his mom, they have respect for him, and it's family. If that's his family, they consider me family. And I don't know where, like, this gang, I don't know, maybe because I said he has street credit, but that's how we talk. I'm from Jersey. I'm from the Northeast, and that's just how we talk, you know? And I know it's something probably so stupid, but like I said, I never want to put my kids in a bad light for you guys to think. None of my kids get in trouble. None of them has ever been arrested. Well, my oldest son was arrested one time when he was 16. You know, and that's off his record, and it was over something very stupid, okay? But they never been to jail, ever. They're very good kids, okay? And even if my son was, he's 26, almost 27 years old. He is almost a 30-year-old man. Like, come on, okay? But it really made me mad, and this comment was on another YouTuber's channel. And somebody sent it to me, and I asked this person, please don't send me anything else. Don't send me any videos. I don't want to hear about live streams. I don't want to hear about anybody like put me down or whatever the case may be. I don't want to see comments. I don't want to see anything. So if you're watching, you know, I did tell you that respectfully. And I know you weren't trying to cause any problems or trouble. You just wanted me to know. But I don't want to know, you know? I'm trying to keep a lot of negativity and things away, you know? I'm trying to be a better human. But I will, like, you know, I've been called ghetto. I've been called so many names, the N lover, I mean, so many things. Like, I don't care. If somebody wants to call me, like, if people think it's going to hurt my feelings to call me ghetto or toxic or whatever the case may be because of the internet and, you know, hearsay and whatever, that doesn't bother me. But when it comes to somebody saying something about my kid, you know, that's where we have a problem. And the problem is I talk too much. My husband always tells me, and you talk too much. But I'm the type of person, I just talk, you know, or I vent or whatever. And then I'm like over it. But that's always been me. But I'm learning. You know, you got to watch what you say sometimes because people can perceive it differently. And I'm out of breath, sorry, because I walked all the way here. And it's a little warm out. And so if I'm huffing and puffing, it's just because, you know, I'm out of shape. But yeah, so I just wanted to clarify that just in case, if, like I said, if one person might thought that, maybe somebody else was thinking that. So, and it's weird, even if it was true, like, why are you talking about somebody's kid? Like I said, I just wanted to clarify that, even though I know I don't have to. But like I said, I would feel bad if anybody perceived my kids in a bad way because of something I said, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I'm bringing it up. And kids should always be off limits, even if they're grown men. Right? Okay. So anyway, that's off my chest. Today's Sunday. Like I said, I went to church. Oh my God, church was so good today. It was so good. I mean, I did change my clothes, but that's why I have makeup and stuff on. Let me show you. Here's where the lake is. Part of the lake, like way over here. Let's go this way. I need to like get something, if you guys can recommend something, like, because I use my phone when I record. So put over, because you see how like the light's going in and out? That way it doesn't look funny, you know? Or maybe I should get sunglasses? I don't know. Because I notice like in editing, like I'm squinting and like, you know, the light goes in and out. So I don't know if there's something that I can get. So when I do walk, I try to kind of stay in the shade as much as I can. But, you know, I want to also do some vlogs at nighttime, you know, or like, you know, 7, 8 o'clock at night. So where it's like not as sunny, and also you can see the lights and different things. So I want to do that as well. Hopefully I'll be getting my car this week. Cross my fingers. And then, oh, I cannot wait because I have so much in store and so much planned for this channel that, like I said, I want to take you guys to Atlantic City, different places, especially at night, so you can see all the lights, the casinos, and how beautiful it is, you know, because right now, without a car, you know, there's only a few places in walking distance for me that I can go. And I just want to show you what Jersey is like, what it looks like. Do you know what I mean? Because I just think it's a beautiful state. I really, really do. So I haven't really been on YouTube a lot, but let me know down below who has been watching the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. I don't watch all of it, but I do watch bits and pieces. Let me just tell you about Johnny Depp, okay? He was my childhood crush. He definitely was. Do you remember him on 21 Jump Street? Who remembers that? Oh my God. You know, me and my husband always talk about like a celebrity if we would have a pass. His celebrity crush is Halle Berry. Mine's been Johnny Depp and Channing, or Channing Tatum. I always get the name backwards. Something about Johnny Depp I just like. I like his swag because he's kind of like a bad boy but a good boy. Does that make sense? And I think it's awful, you know, like what's going on. And, you know, we hear a lot about domestic violence and different things. I mean, I was in abusive relationships when I was younger, and it's terrible. And people don't realize there are women that are very abusive as well, and they abuse these men. And, you know, there's a lot of really good men that just won't hit a woman back. And there are some men that feel, you're going to hit me like a man. or act like a man, I'm gonna hit you like a, you know what I mean? And they'll only take but so much. And it's awful what's coming out, like the makeup she put on and the fake, and you know, just to bring his character down. And I don't know why people do that. When they get mad at you or something like that, they want to bring your character down. And I never understood that. How can you care about somebody at one time? They were married. At one time she had to love him, hopefully, you know. And so how can you, like, oh, there's people behind me. How can you, like, then bring that person down? You know, just like let them go, leave them alone. But they try to hurt you. They try to make you to where you don't have any jobs, just everything about you. And it's sad. And you know, when you're like that, I truly believe in karma, and karma's coming back to Amber Heard. It really is. But there are just some people that are just really evil, and I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe she was traumatized in her past. I don't know what it is, but it's sad. And you know, you hear stories, and I always feel you always believe the victim. I know it's innocent to proven guilty, but I believe something like this, you should always believe the victim until proven it's not true. But it's sad, like, what was it, Columbia Picture, whatever it was, where he did the Pirates in the Caribbean and stuff, like, didn't want to work with him anymore just because of what she said and different things. Like, when all that was going around, like, he was, oh my God, nobody wanted anything to do with him, like, you know, because that's horrible if you are a woman beater, you know. But his wife, like his kid's mom, his other wife, like his ex-girlfriends, they all said, like, he never put his hands on them or really like raised his voice or anything. So I just think it's sad. But let me know what you guys think of that trial. Like, do you believe Amber Heard? Do you believe Johnny Depp? Do you think she was making it up? And like, why? But yeah, so I don't know. It's like I get triggered when I watch it. Or when, like, you see her, like, all of a sudden she's smiling and she talks to her lawyer. Did you see that one? And then all of a sudden it's like she remembers she has to play, like, she's sad. Remember, she's an actress. She's a pretty good actress too, right? But it's like, you know, it's just, I feel bad if he really didn't put his hands on her or anything like that, what he had to go through. Because that's an awful feeling, to get blamed for something that you didn't do, just in general, especially to bring your character down without no proof. I mean, yes, so, I mean, I guess the proof back then is, you know, she used makeup to show bruises and different things. So, I mean, you know, and it's like, why would a woman lie? Because, you know, it's very offensive, because there are a lot of women that have been in abusive relationships. And it's just very offensive to somebody like me that's been in that. And it's like, I don't know. And like I said, and there are a lot of men that go through that too. There's a lot of women that are abusive, you know, and they get mad and they want to hit. It's terrible. You should never hit somebody unless you're defending yourself. I definitely believe if you defend yourself, you know, you can. Like my grandmother used to always say, never look for trouble. But if it comes to you, then that's a different story. And I truly believe that. I can walk these type of trails like all day. I'm going to show you here where it looks like there's some kind of trail, but I wouldn't go in like the woods. Like you can you see, like you can go down here and go down? Now that I wouldn't do. But, and then here, I guess people go fishing. Let me show you. So like there's like a, I don't know what you can see, but you can walk down there and fish and all that kind of stuff. But I love hiking. I need to find a place where like there's like hiking and different things like that. I don't mean like up hills and all that kind of stuff, because your girl's out of shape, but just like walking and like something like this. I think what I'll do is maybe this week, when I know the kids are in school, I'll do it and go all the way back and see where it leads me to, because I have no idea where this leads me to. But I just think it's absolutely beautiful. You hear the birds. I just love nature outside. Love it. My husband, he's more the type computer, business, like that. You know, he's the type, he believes work smarter, not harder, right? You know, so like he'll pay somebody to mow the grass or whatever the case may be, you know. Me, now I'm not going to mow the grass or nothing like that, let's be real. But I like to be outside, you know. love it. I just, for so many years, I was so depressed, I just never did. And then it's so true, when you have a car, you tend not to walk. Even like if you see a store, you can see an eyesight, you still get in the car and you drive, you know, like, it's like, you know, you get lazy when you have a vehicle. So I'm just enjoying, like I said, everything happens for a reason. There was a reason why I had the heart attack. There was a reason why I had heart surgery, like, because had I not had that, I would not be walking and enjoying life like I am now. Can I just tell you, in the very beginning, I was very depressed, right? I think the major surgery, things I was going on in my personal life, like, you know, it did. I cried and cried and cried. But being outside and being around people, like just going to cardiac rehab. I know it sounds so stupid. They're all elderly people, but it's putting me in I can't explain it. That it's like, I wake up smiling and happy, like I have joy. It's so, I mean, you can be happy, but to have joy is something totally different. And I do. And I love, like, I've always loved church. I always read and different things like that. And like, I was excited to go to church, or if I don't physically go, I watch it. And like, when I read the Bible, read certain books, like if I'm going through things, I will listen to gospel music. Now, I'm not pushing religion on anybody. I'm just saying like what I do, you know, and I love it. And it just puts me in such a great mood. And I look at my past like, oh my God, all these things I allowed to bother me, or I would just sit at home, especially in the winter time, and just sit at home and get depressed. And because I shared before, you know, my kids are all older, so they're out with their friends and different things like that. My youngest is 17, so he has a girlfriend. He's out and about with her, you know, or he's at home in his room, right? And it's like, so it's like, even I have like the empty nest syndrome, even though my kids are home. Does that make sense? And so then I would just sit and cry. And then a lot of guilt that I had, you know? And it's so different. Oh, that's a nice, sorry, my ADD. It's just, what I'm saying is, this is the happiest I have been in a long time. And I'm just enjoying life. And you know, sometimes we go through things and we act like for me, I can speak for myself. I ask God, why am I going through this? Like, why did you allow this to happen? But I truly believe everything happens for a reason, and God is always in control, you know? And why? Because he knows what's going to happen. He knows what the future is going to hold. He knows why things are going to happen and what's the purpose. And that's what had to happen to me for me to get my health together. Really quickly, I have that sensor on. Let me show you. I put it in the wrong spot. It should be more over here, or like underneath your arm. And what this is it's called the Libra 2 sensor. And that I don't have to prick my finger anymore to check my sugar. I could just take the meter and do that. And like, I checked it last night before I went to bed, and it was 120. I have not had my sugar that low. Hello. I have not had my sugar that good. I shouldn't say low, but I mean, it's great. And when I say years, I'm talking about decades. I'm not kidding. And it's because I'm taking my insulin, I'm taking the medicine, I'm taking everything how I'm supposed to do. And like I said, I would not have done that if this did not happen to me. So my point is, like, sometimes we go through things in life and we don't know why. But there's always a reason. And sometimes, even though we think we're at our darkest days, you know, like I was so mad at God. You know, what happened a few years ago, right? Like, started with the house fire. My grandma passing. My daughter had open heart surgery, right? She almost died. My mom passing. Things that were going on with the house. Then me and my husband were separated. Just things in general were going so wrong. I'm like, what the hell else? Then things was wrong with the house. Then I couldn't do a whole lot of stuff because the house wasn't in my name. Certain things you have to have permits. So the companies wouldn't touch it, you know? It was just like one thing after another. But can I just tell you, going through all that, oh, I see. So this right here, this part takes me, if I go around the corner, takes me to a street and get you out of the park. Oh, okay. But anyway, like, so it showed me who's there, who's really there for me. Because I thought, nobody cares about me. Nobody, you know, and like, you know who was there for me? My family, my husband, my kids. you know, close friends that I have. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? And you always know who's there for you when you're at your worst, right? When things are going bad. And I say now, the people that stayed by me at my worst, now that I'm almost at my best, like, they're gonna have a good person in their life. Does that make sense? Like, and I can pat myself on the back, because for many years I was so depressed. You know, I was a good actress. I'd go on my main channel, the Just Ann channel, and unbox a video, and like everything was great, but I'd cry myself to sleep every night, feeling sorry for myself. And it's sad. I mean, I was happy because I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy making videos. So at that present time, I wasn't being fake, if that makes sense, because I was happy doing what I like to do, but I wasn't happy as a person. And it showed a lot of times because so many people were like, you're so negative, you're negative, you're negative. Now, some people get it mixed up with being honest and negative, but I understand now. Before, I couldn't understand it. I get it now. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. I just like, you know, sometimes I just like to share things with you. Like, so if you're going through a rough spot and you think, God, I can't handle anymore, pray. But just remember, there's always a reason for everything. And I truly believe God ain't going to give you nothing you can't handle. Even when you think you just can't handle it, there's always a reason. And sometimes we'll never know the reason. Sometimes you still don't understand. But, you know, just remember. And you know what my grandma always taught me too, my mother? If you think you have it so bad, there's somebody out there that has it worse. And ain't that the truth? It's so true. And I'm just very grateful for the things I do have. See, what I used to do is I used to think about things I don't have. I used to look at people and like, God, they have it so good. You know, how come I couldn't have my kids' fathers in their life? Why did I have to be a single mom? Why did I have to raise my kids in the projects? Well, you know what, Ann? Why? Because of those choices that I made. Instead of looking at people, it's like we all have choices, and we can make things better or worse, or we could sit there and cry and cry and cry and not do anything about it. For instance, like with my health, I could sit there and cry and feel sorry for myself and not do anything. But see, I'm trying to do stuff, taking my medication, doing my walks, trying to get my heart stronger. Does that make sense? So, you know, just remember that, it will get better. It will, I promise you. And if you would have told me this a month ago or a month and a half ago, I would have never believed any of this. Like, what? Ann, you're going to be one of the happiest times in your life? I wouldn't have believed it. But it's true. I have a lot of joy. And I didn't think it would be possible, but it is. You know, my eyes are opening. Get the negativity out. You have to get the negativity out. And even when things come your way and people, you know, whatever, like, don't let it get to you. Anyway, I was over here, like, not on a rant, but just talking and talking, so I'll probably cut that part out. Because like I said, sometimes I just come on here and I have to do my walks anyway, you know, my daily walks, so I figure why not vlog it too? And I just talk, and a lot of times they don't make sense, but like I said before, doing these walk and talks has helped me so much. And I don't thank you guys enough. I don't think you realize how much I appreciate you guys. Like, I truly do. Some people tell me, like, I look forward to your videos, but I can't tell you how I look forward to your comments. I don't know how to explain it, but I so appreciate you guys so much. I can't even tell you. Okay. Oh, I was going to say which way, because you know I don't have no sense of direction. All right, so I'm going to walk. If you go here, you'll see like a little bridge. So I'm going to walk over there, and then that's where the park is, and I don't want to get like a lot of, you know, like the people with the kids and stuff. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to do a couple of laps and then go home. It's so funny. I tell you guys all the time, I don't realize, so I'm editing like how close up I am. It's like, damn, you're close. I want to get a different selfie stick where I can like hold it out more, and then like you can see more of my body, but I don't want to be so far away where you can't see me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All right, guys, let me go in the shade so I can say my goodbye. All right, guys, please like this video. It really does help me out, or dislike it. That helps me out as too. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Let me know. And let me know if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, because, you know, I like to talk, and I'm walking anyway, so I have a lot of time. Let me know down below. And yeah, that's everything, guys. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh my God, I hit my leg hard. Why did I do that?